to the Wisdom Channel, and y'all know it's me as usual. I haven't been on here for a while. Just wanted to, touch bases with you guys. I will not tarry before you long this evening and try to cover this topic. I don't want to say expeditiously, but I just want to cover all points in it because this has been something that has been asked. This question, what's happening, man? This question has been asked. Make sure I recline, you know, get nice and recline so I can talk about this. But this question has been asked in many, you know, with my interactions with certain women, and they don't seem to understand what's happening, man. They don't seem to understand why this is. And I really had a personal interaction. Well, actually two personal interactions, but this question, and I know a lot of you may be watching this probably have heard this several times. And even if you're a woman that's happen to be watching this live stream, you're wondering like, why is this? What is the psychology behind this? I want to know. And basically, by you wanting to know, you want closure. And I say that he said do a review on the Black Panther movie. I say that to say that it could be just an example of you wanting something more than this person wants, or they're not taking you seriously. A lot of times, you can't help who you're attracted to. You may be attracted to a certain type of guy, and this person, i.e., maybe just into the nightlife, the party life, or just into a certain type of thing, but you're attracted to this person for whatever reason because they're indifferent. They may be a bad boy. They may be attractive. They may have multiple women. They may have all these other things going on. So you may have found yourself, and I'm talking to the ladies here. Obviously, this video is more so dedicated to women who have asked this, but also men who may be in a position that you may have found this guy, at in a particular, I don't want to say nightlife, but in a particular arena, and you hit it off nice. You guys were doing well, doing well, but you guys were having a good time or whatever. But as you're getting to know this person, I mean, the intentions may be there that they are interested in you, and they may seem like the type of person you may want to have a relationship with, and you could be at whatever point in your life, but you may be thinking in the back of your mind as a woman, like, I'm so into this dude. He hits all the buttons. He pleases me in this way. He's exciting. He's this, and this, but he's always out partying. He's always out with his friends. He's always out doing this, and you may try to, indulge in that lifestyle more than you may think that you've been doing before, just to please this person or appease this person, because that's where you found this person. But before you know it, it starts getting old, and you think like, okay, I'm getting tired of going out all the time. I'm tired of doing this, but I like this guy, so I really want to do this. So you see that it's really, you guys, what you value or what it is that you like to do doesn't really mesh up with this person, but you're just doing it to appease them. So at the end of the day, you're trying to basically talk to this person and say, hey, why don't we spend more time here? Why don't we do more couples things? Why don't we hang out? And this dude's not really into that. He's just into, listen, baby, when I met you, I thought that you were this type of girl. This is what I like to do. You probably don't like to do that, but there's nothing you're going to say that's going to keep me from doing this. This is who I am. And you end up getting upset because you thought that because by the virtue of him liking you that he may change his mind and try to settle down. And I know that's not a good term, but he may try to settle down or change his ways, just to be with you because you feel like he should be reciprocating, or he should be mindful of your feelings, the way you feel about it. So why isn't this guy wanting to spend time with me outside of the club? Why is he calling me at 2 o'clock in the morning once he leaves the club? And why isn't he taking me out on more dates? Or, and a lot of times situations that come up recently, a lot of the women who find themselves in positions like that, not necessarily it's exclusive to older men, not I mean younger men, but when they run into older men, it isn't so much of the older men that's doing it. It's more of these the women who are dating men who are younger than them, and they're trying to change this guy, and he's not ready to give it up. He's ready to indulge in that lifestyle, and he's not going to chase you like an older man would. I've heard this out of, and this is common sense. This goes back to the Robin effect, which I'll try to add those videos in, and the Tyrone effect, and all the stuff I've discussed in videos in the past. Tyrone effect, Robin effect. You guys can look up those videos if you haven't seen it yet. But you'll find that younger men aren't going to put in the same amount of work that older men are going to put into because they have more options. So you're wondering like, wow, these older guys, my age, are trying to talk to me like this, but this younger guy who I'm really attracted to, he's not really going to be doing that. So it's kind of like you're facing rejection because he's like, well, I don't really want to do, these couple things. I just prefer to see you in this light, and if that's something you don't want to get with, or if you don't want to enjoy the same type of let's just have fun, then I really have no use for you. So the thing is, these signs are there from the beginning, but you think so much, and it's in a woman's nature to want to change a man or be a fixer or a healer or whatever it is, but it's nothing to heal because you already knew what it was in the beginning. That is, this is the type of man you were dating. You're just hoping that you could mold him into something other than what he is. So I've heard a woman say that, a particular woman, she was like, this guy, he goes out she met him in the club, but he goes out every weekend. Um, and she just probably wants to do couples things, and he's just like, nah, I'll meet up with you. Meet me at the club. We can both have fun at the club. Then we'll go home and smash. That's the main thing I hear. If they're used to living that nightlife, or used to doing X, Y, and Z or whatever. That's what they're used to, and they're not going to change it. They're not going to give it up for something that they don't feel. And that's another whole nother video of value to the point that would be emotionally compelling for them to actually give up what it is that they're doing. So they're going to enjoy that, and when they're done with their night, then they're going to probably go settle up with you, or call you, or give you that midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock text or call for them to come through and go from there. So a lot of this should tell you a lot about the person that you're dealing with. But the thing is, don't get yourself upset about something that you already know from the beginning, because a lot of times many women act like they don't know what it is ahead of time, especially when they meet these type of people or this type of man who isn't giving you any signs that that's what he wants to do. And he may be telling you, or there may be signs out there that's telling you that he's not with that. He's not with what it is that you are trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So just be mindful of that. And a lot of women end up getting heartbroken or upset or complaining about a man, and it's never been there in the first place. So don't do that to yourself. You know what I mean? You're just something to do, something that you were looked at as a girl to party, have fun with, and that's about it. Don't I don't want to call you being pretentious, but don't be pretentious to the point or ignorant to the point where you just think that it's something other than what it is. There's clear signs out there, and a lot of times, some of you may go along with it. A lot of times, you're like, "Well, that's not where I want to see my life going." And some of you may talk trash or talk shit about men, saying, men ain't shit, da 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 da, and he never even led you. He would never was even leading you in the wrong direction anyway. He was just telling you what it is. But more than not, what ends up happening is that probably later on down the line, he's gonna contact you, and or if you guys are on social media, you might post up something. He's gonna end up wanting to come back or something like that. But it's just that he has you on that string where you're just so, especially if he rejects you for the fact you're trying to bring up a relationship or saying you want more. If he just rejects you, a lot of times for those who are insecure or so into a man, it's gonna breed that obsession where you're gonna become obsessed with him. And that happens a lot too. But just keep that in mind. Don't try to don't judge all men based upon something that you already knew what it was. You're just trying to fight it because of lust or attraction is taking over. You know what I mean? And that's just that. Nobody's. This video isn't about faulting who it is that you're attracted to, because everyone's attracted to who they're attracted to, and no one should tell you otherwise. This is just saying that don't knock this guy for being this way, especially if he's not being disingenuous with what, his intentions towards you. He's, I mean, a lot of things you just see what it is and you just act ignorant and woe is me. And a lot of women tend to say, woe is me. It's always the man's fault. I'm a perfect woman. I've never done anything wrong in my life. A man has always done me wrong. And that's not always the case. So, I guess the chat's been real quiet because I've been talking my ass off. So I just wanted to cover that. I wanted to do another. I wanted to add to this video about which I guess I probably still could, about a particular. But that's in a nutshell, based upon the experiences that I hear from women, the way they convey their thoughts that I've spoken to. That a lot of these guys just come across that they're just not into you like that because they're not willing to give up their freedom or commit to you in this relationship, or they don't want what it is that you want, especially when you come on too strong and they feel like they're losing their freedom. Same thing, a lot of you women feel like you're losing your freedom when a guy comes on to you and wants something like that, too strong. So don't set yourself up. Know what it is you're getting into. The signs are there. And I just wanted to just to say that real quick so that you understand and you don't set yourself up for some sort of heartbreak or something that you would perceive as a waste of time. Because as you know, a lot of women, a lot of you ladies out there have a starting 5, have a starting 20, have a starting 30. You just look in your cell phone and you just weed out who's worth your time. So a lot of you end up finding out when you deal with men like this that you cut off a lot of the more suitable prospects for this type of person, you know, and it ends up not being anything, as opposed to a man who's really actually interested in you and wants to do something with you, wants to move forward with you, wants to build something with you, you know. But this is just the way the mind works. Attraction is attraction. You can't fight attraction, you know. And as much as you try to question and want closure, regardless of, some women will say they don't want closure, by you asking those questions, why is it that he's doing this? I've heard women say this recently. Why is it? I had women ask me, why is it that he's doing this? Why does he, you know, why didn't he's confused? No, he's not confused. I heard a woman even say hurt and confused because he tried to come back. He wasn't confused. He just wasn't interested in that. Some men will try to come back just to test the waters, just to see. They'll send you that text message even after they rejected you, just to see if they still got it. Especially a lot of you who are posting up your pictures with your tight dress or looking good, posting a selfie, and you wonder why a guy contacts you out of the blue that you haven't heard from, because he wants to test the waters, still see if he can still get it and see if he still has it. So I say that to say, everyone plays games. When I edit this video, I'm gonna try to add the Tyrone effect and the Robin effect in here so you guys can watch those videos and see, because this thing, this life, this game, because that's what it is when you're in the game, is just some people chasing each other who don't feel the same way about them. That's what it's. It's a bunch of people chasing each other, you know, who the person who they're chasing doesn't feel the same way about them. There's no reciprocity. There's just unrequited desires. So that's what I've found a lot of times. Not saying this is a thing with everyone, but I think it's a process that everyone goes through, and you know, you just have to be able to see this and be real about it and understand what it is that you want, because to get what you want, you have to know what you want. I say it over and over, and that's just the way it is. To get what you want in life, to get the person you want in life, you have to know what it is that you want, instead of chasing a fantasy or a dream. You know, there's nothing wrong with that, but we have to be realistic with things at times, right? So with that being said, I guess I've been talking long enough. Sorry I haven't been on here a lot, guys. I've been meaning to. It's just like trying to find between business and, you know, balance and, you know, all these other things that go on when you're adulting. You know, you just have to try and come up with the time or figure it out. So with that being said, appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure you guys like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you don't like this, give it a thumbs down too. That works too. Let you know I don't give a damn. I'm not a big YouTuber, so it doesn't matter either way. Give it a thumbs down. Feel free to. It helps the algorithm as well. Add me on Facebook and Instagram. Check out my books on Amazon. All the links are in the description right now. If you click on it, if you want to book a one-on-one, and I've had people reaching out, but understand that I have no problem answering questions on the in the chat as you see, or if you leave a comment, I have no problem responding. But if you want to get a one-on-one with me personally, if you feel like my information has been a benefit, feel free to reach out to me. You can do a telephonic, a video, or an email. Paid, obviously. So I'm here for you guys, here to help you guys out as well. From my experience, from what I've been through, I don't know everything, but I've experienced a lot of tomfoolery, if you will. So and probably dished out a lot of tomfoolery too. So anyway, yeah, check out my website. Same thing with finances, credit repair, trade lines, all that stuff is on there. Feel free to hit me up. And that's pretty much all I got. If you got any topics you'd like me to discuss, feel free to email them to me. If you want me to discuss something in particular, shoot me the email. The link, my email is in the description below. You guys check it out. And what am I missing out of my whole spill? I don't say Patreon because I haven't been involved in Patreon, but shout out to everybody who you got on my Patreon. Check out my t-shirts, Teespring. Wearing one now. Not that you guys have to support that, but I got various other shirts. Damn, this chair is low. Maybe I need to put this thing down so you guys can see me better. But yeah, Teespring, all those other things. So with that being said, peace be upon you all. Mercy and blessings of the Almighty. Remember, anything lost can be found again except for time wasted. And I will catch you guys on the next live stream or chat. And or Thursday as usual. You guys know where I'm at. So I'm out of here. And I will see you guys soon. Peace.